Okay, so with Hollywood remaking so many different movies lately, I thought of my top three movies I would love to see remade. And after I go through mine, I would love to hear what your top three movies you would like to either be remade or sequel to. Okay, my first one would be Back to the Future 4. So if you remember at the end of Back to the Future 3, Doc came back with his new wife in their, Back to the Future train, and they had a couple of kids. One was Vern, but they had two kids, and so I know that J. Fox isn't in the best health right now, and certainly Christopher Lloyd is getting up in age, but perhaps his kids can kind of take over. His movie kids, Vern and the daughter, can take over the lead roles of Back to the Future. Perhaps maybe his kids want to see their father when he was young, and so they go back to the future when their dad, was like their age or something. So I think that could be an interesting plot that comes out of that. Back to the Future is one of the ones I'd really like to see. It's one of my favorite all-time movies. The second movie that I'd like to see come back is The Goonies. I'd love to see like a Goonies 2, so at the end of the first one, the maid Rosita found all of the jewels, which basically helped them keep the house instead of having to sell it. And so perhaps maybe the family came into a little bit of additional fortune, and perhaps there's something else that comes out of that movie there. The third movie is actually the movie that actually made me think of this top three. And I have to admit, I forgot it. I have the memory capacity of Dory, and I've been trying to think of this all morning, and I cannot think of it. And so if I think of it, I'll update this post. But either way, I'd love to hear down in the comments what your top three favorite movies would be, or even just your top movie. Like what number one movie would you like to see remade? And by the way, I just saw a trailer for Top Gun Part 2. So and that's going to be a sequel, not a remake. It's going to be a sequel of Top Gun that's coming out. So that should be interesting. But yeah, let me go ahead and hear your top favorite movie that you would love to see as a remake or as a sequel. All right, otherwise, I'm out. I'll just wait a moment, I guess, for these church bells to go off. It's 9 a.m., so I think we got about 4 left. But then it does this like a little song after. I think it's done.